Hi, friends. So good to see you. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Today, I'm going to show you my dim sum recipe for siumai. And it's a tiny, dumpling bite that has ground meat, and I'm going to add some veggies in there. It's going to be the regular one with a wonton wrapper or the gyoza wrapper. And then I'm going to do a healthier one without that carb and wrap it in lettuce. So I'm excited to show you this recipe. It's one of the recipes that my kids and I really enjoy. So stay tuned. Okay. All right, I'm back, friends. So we are going to do two different kinds of dumplings, siumai. This one is going to be the healthy version. I'm trying to really eat healthy and watch my diet and stuff. So I'm gonna make this one without the wonton wrapper or the gyoza wrapper, and it's gonna be wrapped in lettuce leaves. So here we go. I have half a pound of grass-fed ground beef, and then I've got a Patagonia wild Patagonia shrimp that I put in the processor. It's about a quarter of a pound. So I'm going to go ahead and season this, and not so much the shrimp. So salt, pepper on one side, and then flip it over. That's how I like to season, just making sure that each side gets love. And the other side. And as I'm making this, I want to give a shout out to my friend Claire. We were talking this morning, and I was telling her about making this dim sum. And so I just wanted to give a shout out to her. Now we're going to go ahead and mix this together. And, as well as you can get it to mix. So it's not going to be like an even all the way throughout. It's going to be, you'll see a bits of white from the shrimp. But we'll mix it as best as we can. Now, we can just wrap this. I don't know, a lot of people are doing keto and stuff. So we could just wrap this as is right now. And if you want to do a really strict keto diet. But it's also good because it's just the meat that's there. If you've got a carnivore son like me, well, he likes just his meat. And I'm going to take a lettuce. And I'm using a lettuce because lettuce is more pliable than, the cabbage. You could use cabbage, but it will, you'd have to steam it first in order for it to bend. So I will just close it up like a siumai, like that. And then what I'll do is I'll wrap the soft part of the lettuce around, and then kind of looks like a veggie siumai, and then take a toothpick and skewer it this way. So this is a shout out to you, Claire, because I know your husband is egg intolerant. So there's no egg in this, and also it's a keto friendly. So I'm going to go ahead and put this onto the steamer basket. All right, so that's one way to do it. And another is to add veggies. So we can actually take some of the carrots. So right here, this is 2 small carrots, and I'm going to half it. So one small carrot that's been processed. And then here I've got cabbage. So this is a quarter head of cabbage, but I'm going to split it in two since I'm doing two. So 1/8 of a head of a cabbage. That half of it. And then this is the aromatic paste that I made, or blend that I made, and it's basically a half a medium onion and one long ginger, which is about 4 or 5 tablespoons, and then 4 cloves of garlic. So this one here, so we're halving it. So essentially you're only going to be using like 3 tablespoons of ginger and a quarter of a medium onion and 2 cloves to go into this one recipe here. All right, and then we are going to add a couple of eggs to this. Okay, here we go for the eggs. And I'm also using the cage-free eggs. Okay, we're gonna season the veggies and the egg generously. So I'll put some salt in the egg, some pepper in there, then good amount of salt. I don't measure my salt, I just drizzle some and then I flip it over and I drizzle again some seasoning, and then basically wherever I don't see peppers flecks, I know didn't get any seasoning. So we're just gonna go ahead and massage this in together with the meat. Yeah, this doesn't look very appealing and it might feel a little weird to you. So if you don't want to mix it with your hands, you can certainly use one of those Cuisinart mixers or just a stand mixer. So the egg is gonna bind, all the veggies and the meat. So I'm squishing it. I'm going like this to make sure that the veggies gets incorporated into the meat. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Oh my goodness. And hey, if you can do dim sum at home, why not? Right? It's definitely a bonus to do dim sum at home. So, oops, that one's too big, so we'll take that out. Okay. Now, to wrap it into the veggie, we're gonna do, okay, let's do that. So you're gonna put the meat here and then raise the top and this side right here, twirl it around, and then the other side, you can also twirl it around. And right where, and then you want to do this tight because as the meat cooks, it's gonna shrink. So I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna go all the way around to the other side. See? And then we'll take a toothpick and just thread that through. There you are. This is what it's gonna look like right there. And that's a keto-friendly with the veggies. If you're not watching your carb too much, you can do that. So we finished the healthy one. So now we're going to go ahead and do the regular one. Okay, so here we are. This is a pound of ground meat. All right, I'm just kind of squishing it together here, apart. And then we've got the shrimp. This is about 1/4 of a pound. of shrimp. You can do up to half a pound, but this is what's left over from the shrimps that, you know, we didn't use up. So I want to add it to my siumai. So there we are. And let's season. Season, salt, pepper. Okay. And I think I might need a bigger bowl. Okay, so I transferred this to a bigger bowl because that bowl was not holding all this in. So here we go. Salt again on the other side. And I find that if you undersalt, the flavors of the food that you're cooking actually just comes out. And then once you dip it into the soy sauce, it brings the whole taste together. So that's why I'm not scared if I'm undersalting here. Plus, I'm also watching my salt intake. So I just coat each side. Okay, so there we are. And then let's add the rest of the veggies. So again, this is an eighth of a head of a cabbage. And this is one small carrot. And then the aromatics. Ooh, the yummy aromatics. Smells so good. Let me clean my hand a little here. So we've got 2 cloves of garlic here, a quarter medium onion, and 3 tablespoons of ginger. And I just put them all in the food processor, and they're all in here already, mixed together. Makes it easy to manage. Okay, so let's go grab the egg. I'm going to put two, maybe 3 eggs in here, depends. I think 2 is good since I got some generous size eggs. Sometimes the package says large and you're disappointed because when you actually get to the egg, it looks like a small. So if that's the kind of egg you're using, you're going to use 3. But this looks large, so 2 large eggs. And then season the side. Okay. And then here we go. Let's work it, girl. Or guys. Work it, work it, work it. Just work for your food. But oh my gosh, if you could smell this, it smells so good. Just the aroma of the ginger, the garlic that's been processed into these small pieces. And I do that because I want to make sure that it's easy for these pieces to go into the meat, because that's what's going to flavor the meat, you know. And so every bite you take has that flavor in the siumai or the siumai. So here we go. More. I feel some of this part right here. This part right here still is kind of tough. Like there's still more meat in there. So I'm going to dig in there and squeeze to incorporate the, you know, veggies and the aromatics. We want to share that. We don't want like a big chunk of, you know, ground meat that's not flavored. And then for good measure, I'm just going to season it again one last time. 1 here, pepper, and then flip it over. No. Oh, see? You even see there's shrimps there that didn't mix, so we're going to go ahead and mix that. So it helps to flip it over because you'll see the state of the meat. So there we are. Again, salt and pepper. Now, if you really want to make sure it's the seasoning is enough for you, it's enough salt and pepper, you could take just a little bit of this and put it into like a little plate and heat it up in the microwave for like 30 seconds. And when it cooks, you can actually taste and you can adjust the seasonings if it needs more salt or more pepper. But I like it like under seasoned, so because later on I'm gonna dip this into soy sauce, and sometimes I even do the horseradish, like you're dipping into a sushi. It tastes so good. So soy sauce and chili oil dip, the traditional, Chinese dip for this. Okay, so now we've got this going on. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you how to wrap it in the wonton wrapper. So here we go. Take this out. So the wonton wrapper right here. Gonna peel one. So I'll show you 3 different ways to do this. As a siumai, we'll just plunk it here. And you might think, oh my gosh, that's a really big one. Remember, it shrinks. So I try to scoop so that it's almost at the edge, but not quite. And then I'm going to run my finger through the water and just water the sides. Certainly if you want to clean up your hands before you start wrapping, it's up to you. But I'm fine. I'm used to doing this. So I go like this, and then you just want to tuck it up so that each side right here, see, the side of the wonton is, it doesn't exceed the side of the wonton. And then I just fold it like that. And then a little bit of water to stick it to there. Then I fold it right there. It's kind of hard because I'm showing you this as I'm, sticking my arm out. And then you fold it again on each side right there. Okay. And then add some water. So the water will make it stick into the wonton wrapper. And then you see that general idea there? And then you fold it again. And then if you want it round, you can just, modify the shape. But if you want it, see, now we've got a round shape. Now if you want it square, that's fine too. You could leave it the way it is. And then you put it down into the steam basket. So, and then another way to do it is to make wontons. And just gonna plunk some here. Just, I usually, when my kids help me with this, they use a teaspoon for the wonton wrapper and a tablespoon for the siumai. And then we're gonna go ahead and put some water on half of the side. So one there and one here. And then we're going to fold it over like this. And then when you do this, you want to seal it from the middle going out because you don't want the bubbles. So from there, we're going to take from the middle and then seal it going out. See that? And then take from the middle and seal it going out. Okay. And then I crimp it. Let me let's crimp it with a fork. Okay. So here you go. And then you can set this aside, and you're going to be able to boil it, put it in hot boiling water to make your wonton with the noodles, or just wonton. You can even also cook this like a pot sticker. Okay. And okay, and the other way I do this, which is fast, and it doesn't require too much from me, is I don't do a pretty shape. I just put it in as whatever. I'll show you. And if you want to do this fast modified version, feel free. So I'm showing it to you. Okay. So there you go. And then I just go here and here and here and there and there. So it's kind of similar to the other one, except I don't do the sides. I just pleat as I go along. Okay. And there you have it. Put that in there. All right, so I'm going to work on these, and after I'm done putting more to fill the steamer, I'll come back and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, just one last thing before I go. Sometimes when I don't feel like, wrapping everything, I'll actually just put it on top of a lettuce or a cabbage. So pretend this is the steamer or basket already. And, I don't want to take the time to roll it, to wrap it. So what I will do is just make a siumai meatball. And just go like that. I tend to do a smaller size because it's easier to, take a bite out of it. Just one bite. Okay, so I will just do this. Or if you want to have some leftovers and you don't want to cook it all at once, you can put this on a tray, even a cutting board, flat one like this, or a baking tray, and stick it in the freezer for about half an hour until it's all like is one solid piece. And then put it in a plastic wrap and have it ready for when you want dim sum again. So yeah, so either way, just wanted to show you another way that I do that I use this this filling. Okay, friends, just thought I'd show you the steamer, what it looks like once these items have been put in. As you can see, it's full, and we've got the lettuce, and we've also got just the regular wontons. So we're going to go ahead and steam this, and we'll be right back when it's done, okay? Okay, friends, it's time to eat. The dim sum, the siumai is ready, and it's ready for partaking. Before I show it to you, I would like to share to make sure you do like a dipping sauce. And my dipping sauce, I have many different dipping sauce, just depending on my mood. But it's soy sauce, vinegar, chili oil, sometimes even wasabi. So I will do sometimes just plain soy sauce. Sometimes I'll do soy sauce, vinegar, and chili oil, or just soy sauce and chili oil, or soy sauce and wasabi. So it's up to you what you're in the mood for. And then I'll shred a little bit of ginger into the soy sauce sometimes. But really, it's whatever, flavor your palate is looking for. So here we are. I'm going to show you the siumai. It is so beautiful. Here you go. Okay, so beyond the smoke, I hope you can see. See that. Well, friends, I hope you enjoy. Make this dish and enjoy it with your family. Enjoy by yourself. Enjoy whenever you want. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any suggestions for recipes or just curious what my recipe is for a certain dish, let me know. Comment, like and subscribe. I really enjoy sharing these recipes with you. All right, till next time. Bye.